We inherited like 200 acres. We bought like 400 acres, but we bought it back in the 60s, and we bought land that was eroding and non-productive land. And it was cheap, you know, and because it wasn't producing anything. Well, we have taken some of those steep hills and some of that worn out land, and we've made it by grazing it, rotational grazing it, by adding amendments. We have made it into a fertile pasture, and we made a productive pasture out of that non-productive land, and we're proud of that. Secondly, with the way that we handle our pastures has increased the organic matter. It's synthesized or sequestered carbon dioxide out of the air through the process of photosynthesis, and it transfers itself into the roots and winds up as organic matter in the soil. We've encouraged that by having a diverse plant population, by rotational grazing, by not having any tillage in the soil, and we don't spray for anything. And then we add amendments. We do all those, there's about 4, 5, or 6 things you can do that will encourage the microorganisms in the soil to produce, and we do all that. And we've had real success with it. There's a possibility that this section could become a vegetable section because we've got rich bottomlands, and we've got unlimited amounts of irrigation water. We could take our rich bottoms through here, and on this place we could probably put, if we got probably 40 acres level enough that we could put into vegetables. There's three or four things pertaining to sustainability. One, are you going to have the human manpower to carry it on? And all 3 of my kids want to keep the farm going. Another thing is, are you making money? You can't sustain it if you're not making any money, and we now are. Third, what's the shape of the environment and the soil? Every year that we farm with the cattle, the soil gets richer, more fertile. It gets easier to produce the product. So from that standpoint, we're in really good shape because the soil gets better every year.